Hey everybody, I'm Psychosaurus and welcome back to HBO Mars Online. And I have good news for you. The summer event 2021 has begun. Now all you have to do is go to your hometown,
Let's make a deal.
speak with Marcus Pollux, take this quest called City of the Sun God, accept it
We'll be
obviously,
rich.
and this will pop up. Summer event. All you have to do, go to Rakotis, just click this button, and yes, confirm. So now we'll get to Rakotis and hey, a lot of quests will be there, I believe.
Let us talk.
So yeah, you give me this,
Until we meet again.
and there we go.
Good to see you.
And now we get the Rakotis legendary quest. We got the relics of solstice, and oh boy, why is this higher than it should be? Then I'll get to yeah, you'll get three legendary quests here. This quest, which is gold quests completed. Simmering, which is yeah, repeatables, elites, and legendary. Just one of these needs to be done. And yeah, some complete legendary quests. And you get one of these. Yeah, yeah. Okay, let me see the rewards. Oh, pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. A lot of chests for this one. Oh boy. So Lair of the Crocodile King. You can check this one. I did this last year, so just check it out. And these two should be new. Can't take the heat. Ooh. Ooh, this one is getting a lot of rewards. Wait. 2 star. Okay, makes sense. 3 star. Ooh, yeah, that's a lot of rewards. No towers, nearby towns to destroy. Ooh. Oh boy, nice. And 2 stars, so this one should be also easy. We'll see. Okay, I'm not gonna do any of those quests right now because
Devotion
it's a
for
little bit late for me right now. I'm a little bit tired, so yeah, don't worry, we'll get to this. Unfortunately, no stream anytime soon.
Oh, hello.
So yeah, don't look forward to this. And then we have this guy here,
See you
who's the
around.
General Saneb.
Don't hurt me.
You might know him as the pretty bad advisor for Egyptians. Yeah, he's okay, but not really that useful. And he has the minigame quests, so you don't have to like mix it all before the legendary quest. You just have it right here. Yeah, and these pretty much there's nothing new here, I believe. So I think all of these you can check out again in the same video like I did the
Okay,
Snappy.
goodbye.
Also, another
Hey, old friend.
thing, if you have the Horus library, you can get General Secret's Demise from previous years, and that one for the time of event will also give you its original summer event rewards, so you can gather some additional materials and points from that quest as well.
Farewell.
So yeah, we'll get to the items soon enough. We got the Dakota's General Store where we get these items. And what the heck? So yeah, we have 4 items from previous years, or like 3 from last year, the joints from previous 3 years. What the hell are these prizes? Oh my god. Yeah, so pretty much as you do the summer event quest, you get summer event points, and you can spend them here in the Rakota store. So you have some vanity, there's the Library of Horrors. If you want to get the previous year's quest outside of the event, yeah, you want to get these for your hometown. It costs a lot, so if you want it for all of your saves, you need one for each save if you want to play the quest on each save. So yeah, it's gonna take some time. But god damn, 60,000 points for the hammer. Yeah, you can get some vanity as well as some decorations. Other than that, yeah, it's just get it the store. Some consumables if you like to. Yeah, and then you can also get the summer chest. which is something you can find something similar to Creed or Sparta chess, just getting some random items. Yeah, about these four items, you can find my opinion about them in the last year's summer event video. So yeah, check those out there. We have the brass hammer of the solstice, which is a new item, and this one gives you movement speed 15.2%, health 25.7%, and buildings construction speed 49.7%. However, it also increases the training time by 45.7%. Well, those are pretty good stats. Eh, yeah, it's a work tool, so pretty much villagers and engineers for Rome. This is where you can put it. I'll be honest, engineers are probably the only that makes most sense to put this on. And you might be a little bit skeptical about it because of the training time. Yeah, I'm a little bit skeptical about it as well, but I was thinking, like most of the times during the quest, I use only the starting engineer. I'm not really adding additional engineers. So I'm thinking, so when I use only one engineer, he's moving from one spot to another, and he's building a lot. Just keeping him busy as much as possible. So the one hammer of construction obviously makes sense. So he builds as fast as possible. However, if I grab this one, I lose what, like I would say 2% construction speed, but I also get movement speed, which is nice because he's gonna travel between points a lot. So that movement speed is pretty huge, and health is just a nice bonus there. So I think for engineers it makes quite a lot of sense. So I'm definitely gonna grab this one for engineers. It was also leaked on forums. I'll leave you a link in the description so you can check it out. Check out the blog for the summer event. That it was also recommended for Indian villagers. And I don't know about that. I'll be honest. It was already leaked that Indians will have a special unit that, or rather, a villager unit that specializes in gathering and a classic villager. So you would have the one villager for gathering and the main villager for construction. I'm not really sure about that to be honest, because that training time is just so huge. I don't trust it. Okay, might be okay, so maybe pick one for and put it into your vault and then see for yourself, but I think it's gonna be good to be honest. Engineers, number one choice here.
Let us talk.
And then we got the, so those are the items from the store. And now we have four additional items you can craft from materials. I don't know why it's so expensive. I thought it's supposed to start at 15. I'll have to check something out for this. But yeah, the main theme for this year's summer event is anti unit damage. Yeah, that's how I would call it. So pretty much the first, the Ashu's Gauntlets of the Solstice. This one, it's pretty much a Master Assassin's Gauntlet, but instead of damage, you get infantry bonus damage, 25.0%. That's a lot of damage. Yeah, before it's it looks pretty good, but I'll be honest. After like trying full anti-infantry build on my hit plus beasts and just the full just the normal damage on them, I'll be honest. Normal damage just seems better, a lot better to me than going like bonus damage. Bonus damage, in my opinion, is good on some units if you use them like early to counter specific units. So for this gauntlet, I would kind of use on something like on some bowmen, like the Babylonian bowmen, because you pretty much train them early, late game, they are not really that worth. So you put it on them, makes a lot of sense. Why you train them? Because you want to kill infantry. You don't want to kill cavalry with them because you just need a lot of them just to kill cavalry fast enough. Yeah, so in my opinion, Put it on something you use early to counter infantry, this one. So like I said, it can be the Babylonian Bowman, you could try even something like Toxotes, and if you like it you could try even on the Long Swordsman and such. I don't really recommend it that much. I think I'm just gonna pick one for the Babylonian Bowman because I just like the huge multiplier on them. Okay, second, Ashur's Quilted Armor of the Solstice, which is cloth armor, giving damage 10.7% and ranged bonus damage 29.9%. So yeah, pretty much similar thing. So this is kinda a competition to the Divine High Vizier or whatever it's called. Divine High Vizier, the pure damage cloth armor. Yeah, this one I would suggest using on probably Slingers and the North Skirmisher. Seems the best option for this one to me. Since Slingers and Skirmishers, you wanna counter ranged units, yeah, good already. Also on the in the blog they recommended this on Wolf Headings. I don't really agree with that because Wolf Headings already do brutal damage to ranged units, so I don't really feel like they need any more damage towards ranged units, and also just no health means they're gonna die really fast. Not really good option in my opinion. Second option there was Carpentoms. Carpentoms for me are late game units, and I'll be honest, if I'm using them, they are pretty much my main backline unit, so I feel like pure damage on them is much better option than this. And they already do a lot of damage. And the first unit they recommended this on was Babylonian War Chariot. Well, for me, War Chariots are mainly about their huge health, so I feel like putting something like this on them doesn't really make too much sense to me. And second, you cannot even put this on the War Chariot, so a little error in the bug. Like I said, you put this on Slingers or Skirmishers. I think that's the best option you have for this one, if you even like it. It's a lot of damage, and I feel like Skirmishers it could be really brutal counter towards ranged units. Oh my god. Okay, Ishtar's Sword of the Solstice. Obviously it's a sword, 41.2% damage, and range bonus damage 36.7% damage. So that's a huge amount of damage against ranged units. This is gonna this has to be even more than like 80% in total. That's just so huge. Yeah, if I had to suggest this one, I would suggest using this one on cavalry units, infantry units. Well, it's not easy for them to get close enough to ranged units to kill them. So infantry units are somewhat like mech for this sword. So cavalry units make sense because they can get there, they can just slaughter the ranged units fast enough. My issue with this one is the damage, like if I compare it to like other swords, it's a lot of damage against everything, and most of the times I like to use color just get in there and destroy buildings and kill villagers, where this sword does not really help me. And another thing is I don't really feel like I need additional damage against ranged units. Typically I kill ranged units quite fast, but if you wanna just obliterate the ranged units, yeah, this might be a good sword. And on the again in the blog there were some units recommended again. First one were Asabaras. They seem kinda okay to me. Like you can put it on them, but like I said, typically I use them for raiding and Asabaras are just great for that. So I would prefer something like the Sword of Tiberius or Sesostris sword over this one. I feel like just the pure damage or additional health is more useful than bonus against ranged units. And I never felt like that Asabaras really needed additional damage against range. They just kill them quite fast, in my opinion. And second unit, and it's very similar. That was the Norse Raider that was recommended. Yeah, If you're using graders only early game to counter the ranged units, then it makes sense. But if you like to use them as a raiding unit, then yeah, again, Tiberius is just a better option in my opinion. And the last unit was the Curian for the Roman army. And for me, the Curian is rather tanky unit that soaks a lot of pierce damage, so I don't really care about additional damage. I would rather make them more tanky than being a ranged slayer. So it's okay sword, but I feel like not really that useful to me. But if you like it, yeah, go ahead. I told you where you might be able to use it. If any other units that I could probably suggest could be something like probably Hippicon, and honestly I can't think of anything else that would be like really good with this. I, I feel like that's pretty much all the units that I can come up with right now. And last one, Ishtar Scarf Plating of the Solstice, so something you can put on your siege and siege boats and such, and boats in general. So yeah, damage 9.4%, buildings bonus damage 29.9%. So yeah, this is the plating that is similar to the Asher's Coated Armor of the Solstice. This is competition towards the Destroyer Reef for the pure damage. So yeah, this one is about destroying buildings rather than armies. I think this one is, yeah, it's pretty much similar to this, but instead of early game, this is pretty much only on your later army. And if I do suggest using this one on something, well, the blog recommended using this on something like Greek ballista, the Egyptian catapult, and Roman onager. And I'm like, I mean, it kind of makes sense, but I feel like actually not, because those units, in my opinion, are better with pure damage because they can just obliterate armies. You just get a bunch of those, you just obliterate armies without problem. And since I have a bunch of those, I never feel like I need like additional damage against buildings because they already do quite nice bonus against them as well. So with the huge damage and huge multiplier, they just destroy buildings quite fast. It takes just a few volleys and buildings are going down depending on the building. Like it can, like if I think like any production, it's just like one volley, and if it's like the fortress, that's like 4 or 5 volleys, I think. So yeah, I don't think those ballista or catapults are and such a good option for this. They're not good. It's not a good option in my opinion. If I had to suggest using this on something, it would be probably Palintorons, but Palintorons, yeah, you just need range on them. You don't really care about the damage. They pretty much almost one-shot everything with just the base damage. So yeah, you don't really need this on Palintorons necessarily. And my suggestion would be using this on your siege boats, and that's pretty much it. Like siege boats, you're not using them to fight other navy. That's where you use something like fireship or your trireme and such. So yeah, I think siege boats make most sense to me putting this on. Other than that, I kind of feel like these items are kind of okay, but not really that useful. So if you like using them somewhere, yeah, go ahead. It's your decision, and you might find something really good. Who knows? Other than that, very specific situations, especially these three. So yeah, if you're finding a lot of infantry, this can be just fine. If you're finding a lot of range, these two can be just fine. Why not? And yeah, against buildings, always destroying buildings. So yeah, is there anything else? I think that's all from me for now. Oh yeah, don't forget there are also Spartan quests for the summer event. So yeah, if you're playing PvP mainly, there's some quests like these.
Fortune follow
Also,
you.
there's the board. There's a lot of these quests as well for additional points. You cannot forget about these because it can be quite a nice income. So yeah, play a lot because oh boy, you're gonna need a lot of points. God damn, it's so expensive. Why is it so expensive? Thank God I got all my libraries last year because now I can just focus on the hammer. But at one hammer, it's like four libraries. Oh my God, that's just so expensive. So yeah, I'll be recording
Hail
the legendary quests, and yeah,
until we
I
meet
think
again.
I'll just do it as every save just for you during the event. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please press the like button, and if you wanna see more, subscribe to the channel. And yeah, look forward to the legendary quests coming out soon. If you
Are
wanna
we
check out
safe here?
the mini game quests, check out the last year summer event
Don't
video.
get hurt.
If you
Let
wanna
us
check
talk.
out the Lair of the Crocodile King as Greeks, yeah, check it out again in the last year video. It's pretty much a stream record, so yeah, just go there and watch it.
Fortune follow you.
Okay, this was Psychosaurus. See ya next time. Bye.